right, we have some news just coming in. Rahul Gandhi claims anti-Sikh bias in India. Claims Sikhs won't be allowed to wear turbans. He claims bar on wearing kada for Sikhs. Sikhs won't be able to visit Gurdwara, is what Rahul Gandhi said.
The fight is about whether he, as a Sikh, is going to be allowed to wear his turban in India. Or he, as a Sikh, is going to be allowed to wear a kada in India. Or he, as a Sikh, is going to be able to go to Gurdwara. That's what the fight is about. And not just for him, for all religions.
Going straight across to Amit Bhardwaj for more details. Amit, why were these comments made and what is the basis of these comments that Gandhi has made essentially?
Sneha, you know, what Rahul Gandhi is doing for the past 2-3 days is that he's speaking to the Indian diaspora as well as students based in US. And today at Georgetown University in Washington, D.C., Rahul Gandhi was making yet another speech or rather an interaction, so to say. And what he's essentially doing in the past couple of days is that he's claiming that, you know, institutions in India have been captured by the Sangha Parivar and that the discrimination against different cultures, different religions, different castes are being meted out in the Indian society, and this needs to come to an end. And what he's, you know, through these arguments is trying to say that the constitution in India was under threat and that India Alliance fought to save the constitution in 2024 battle. So essentially, if you look at the comments that are being made, whether this comment in regards to the Sikh population of the country or whether, as he had claimed yesterday about as to how they you know, Sangh Parivar does not, RSS does not believe in equality of the Tamilian culture, of people from Manipur, you know, Marathi people. So he's essentially trying to say that the people in power are the ones who discriminate, who do not believe in the constitutional values of the country. On the other side, it is the India Alliance and Congress which is fighting to save the constitution. But certainly, Sneha, you know, these comments are going to trigger a massive war of words between the BJP and the Congress, because remember, these comments are being made on a foreign soil in USA while interacting with the students and diaspora, and the BJP will certainly, you know, will come down heavily on the Congress party over this particular issue. Back to you.
Absolutely. Saying that Sikhs are being sidelined in the country, there is no freedom of freedom for them. They'll not be allowed to wear the turban or the kada. These are the comments that Gandhi has made while in the US, alleging Sikh bias in the country.
The fight is about whether he, as a Sikh, is going to be allowed to wear his turban in India. Or he, as a Sikh, is going to be allowed to wear a kada in India. Or he, as a Sikh, is going to be able to go to Gurdwara. That's what the fight is about. And not just for him, for all religions.
Going across to Manjinder Singh Sirsa of the Bharatiya Janata Party joining us this morning. आप कैसे देखते हैं? How do you respond to what Rahul Gandhi has said that Sikhs have no freedom in the country, they can't wear a turban anymore and they will not be allowed to wear a kada? How do you respond to this? Mr. Sirsa. All right. We'll connect with Manjinder Sirsa of the Bharatiya Janata Party in a moment from now, but this exactly is what Rahul Gandhi said, alleging that there is bias, anti-Sikh bias in India. He's spoken about it, saying that they're not being allowed to wear kada, soon they'll not be allowed to wear a turban, is what Rahul Gandhi has said. Listen in once again.
The fight is about whether he, as a Sikh, is going to be allowed to wear his turban in India. Or he, as a Sikh, is going to be allowed to wear a kada in India. Or he, as a Sikh, is going to be able to go to Gurdwara. That's what the fight is about. And not just for him, for all religions.
All right, in fact, listening to what Manjinder Sirsa of the BJP had to say about these comments from Gandhi.
अमेरिका में सिखों के प्रति बहुत ही नफरत भरी और भद्दे किस्म की शब्दावली का इस्तेमाल किया, जहां उन्होंने कहा कि भारत में आज इस बात की लड़ाई है कि सिख दस्तार पहन पाएगा या नहीं, वो कड़ा ककार पहन पाएगा या नहीं, और वो गुरुद्वारे जा पाएगा या नहीं। मैं इसकी जहां कड़े शब्दों में निंदा करता हूं, वहीं राहुल गांधी जी को बताना चाहता हूं, ये सपने जखरिया खान से लेके, अब्दाली से लेके, औरंगजेब से लेके, गोरों से लेके कांग्रेस ने सबने पाले थे। हमने इन सपनों को चकनाचूर किया है। सिख की दस्तार को हाथ नहीं डालने का सपना देख सकता, सपना भी नहीं देख सकता। और आप अपनी गंदी राजनीति करने के लिए, नफरत भरी राजनीति करने के लिए, देश को बांटने के लिए, समाज को बांटने के लिए, धर्म को बांटने के लिए इस हद तक चले गए हैं कि आज आप ये कहते हैं कि भारत के अंदर दस्तार सुरक्षित नहीं है, भारत के अंदर कड़ा कृपान सुरक्षित नहीं है, भारत के अंदर सिख सुरक्षित नहीं है और गुरुद्वारे सुरक्षित नहीं है। ये बहुत ही घटिया किस्म के अल्फाज बेअदबी है। मैं इसकी कड़े शब्दों में निंदा करता हूं। भारत के प्रधानमंत्री नरेंद्र मोदी जी जो खुद सिर पर दस्तार सजाकर गुरुद्वारे जाते हैं, हमारे भारत में दस्तार का वो सम्मान है। इस भारत के अंदर देश के सबसे बड़े पौधों के ऊपर, चाहे राष्ट्रपति हो, प्रधानमंत्री हो, सेना चीफ हो या चीफ जस्टिस हो, उन सब के ऊपर सिख बैठे हैं और हम देश के लोगों को फक्र है, देश के लोगों को मान है सिखों के ऊपर। लेकिन आप अपनी नफरत भरी और गंदी राजनीति के लिए जिस तरह से दस्तार को, कड़े और कृपान को और गुरुद्वारे को आज आपने इस्तेमाल करने की कोशिश की है, मैं फिर से इसकी कड़े शब्दों में निंदा करता हूं और बताना चाहता हूं आपके मन के अंदर जितनी नफरत है सिखों के प्रति, इसलिए सिखों के कातिल जगदीश टाइटलर और
All right, so you heard there from Sirsa essentially talking about the fact that the Congress does not in fact believe in the welfare of the Sikhs, and that's evident. Rahul Gandhi has made some controversial comments against the Prime Minister, also against the BJP. He's taken a swipe at the PM, at the RSS and the BJP yet again. Addressing the Indian community, he went on an attack spree, hitting out at Modi. Rahul Gandhi said that ever since BJP failed to achieve the majority, his 56-inch attitude has drastically come down. He's also said that the fear that BJP spread among people of India, it's also no more there. In fact, nobody is scared of the BJP is what he said. Calling 2024 polls a controlled election. Gandhi said that the poll body did whatever the BJP wanted, calling it a structured campaign. Gandhi's attacked the RSS again, asserting that the organization doesn't understand the idea of real India and that all education systems have been captured by the body.
What the RSS is basically saying is that certain states are inferior to other states, certain languages are inferior to other languages, certain religions are inferior to other religions, certain communities are inferior to other communities. This is what the fight is about. We are of the opinion that whether you are from Punjab, Haryana, Rajasthan, Madhya Pradesh, all of you have your history, all of you have your tradition, all of you have your language, and every single one of them is as important as any other one. While I'm in Delhi, some people will, I'm driving in the car, sometimes they make me open the window and they'll say, डर निकल गया, डर नहीं लगता, अब डर नहीं लगता, डर गायब हो गया. So, it's interesting to me that बीजेपी ने कितना, मोदी जी ने कितना डर फैलाया.
90% of India, OBCs, Dalits, Adivasis, they don't play the game. They're not even in the game, right? And that's really the elephant in the room. So the caste census is a simple exercise. Let's see how have the lower castes, backward castes, Dalits, how have they integrated into this system? What is it actually that they're participating in? And frankly, we've got the data. We've done our homework, we've got the data. And I can tell you, out of the top 200 businesses in India, right, there's almost no ownership of 90% of the population. I can tell you that in the highest courts of the country, there's almost no participation of 90% of India. I can tell you that in the media, national media, anchors, journalists, there is zero participation.
राहुल गांधी जी बहुत तरीका से साइना को हमेशा प्रमोट करता है, ठीक है? तो ये जो आपको देखना पड़ेगा वो हमेशा भारत को नीचे दिखाने का और साइना को एक बहुत बढ़िया नेशन का हिसाब से प्रोजेक्ट करना चाहते हैं। लेकिन साइना में डेमोक्रेसी नहीं है, साइना में लोगों का रिलीजियस फ्रीडम नहीं है। क्या राहुल गांधी उनका बारे में भी कहीं कहीं जाके बोलते हैं?
देश के बाहर कभी भी नेता प्रतिपक्ष ने देश की छवि खराब करने की कोशिश नहीं की। ये ऐसे नेता हैं जो कुंठाग्रस्त हैं, लगातार तीसरी बार पराजय के कारण उनके मन में अंध बीजेपी संघ और मोदी विरोध बैठ गया है। लगातार राहुल गांधी जी देश की छवि खराब करने की कोशिश कर रहे हैं और देश की छवि खराब करने की कोशिश देशद्रोह जैसी सीमा में ही आता है।
जहाँ तक राष्ट्रीय स्वयंसेवक संघ का सवाल है, ये हम सब जानते हैं कि कांग्रेस सरकारों ने भी जब मदद की ज़रूरत पड़ी तो राष्ट्रीय स्वयंसेवक संघ को ही पुकारा और संघ ने बाकायदा काम किया। वो कहते हैं कि संघ एक विचार है। यस, भारत एक विचार है और भारत इतना बड़ा विचार है कि आज पूरे विश्व में भारत के विचार को मान्यता मिल रही है और इसलिए भारत के प्रधानमंत्री श्री नरेंद्र मोदी आज दुनिया के सबसे लोकप्रिय नेताओं में उनकी गिनती होती है।
When an American reporter referred to India bloc as India Alliance, Rahul objected, had a little bit of a banter with the journalist as well. Listen in.
Mr. Gandhi, you lead the India Alliance, which is seen by many as an alternative to the BJP-led NDA government. Looking at the 2024 Lok Sabha elections, your party was not able to agree on seat-sharing policies with your alliance partner, which was Mamata Banerjee's TMC. My question is, if elected, how will you effectively run a government with such a divided coalition that cannot seem to agree on anything except for the removal of Prime Minister Modi?
It's not India Alliance. That's a BJP framing. It's India Alliance.
What's the last word stand for? What does the A stand
Alliance.
for at the end? So wouldn't it be redundant to say India
No, it's not. Because it's not. Because the whole idea of the alliance was to put across to the people of India that India is being attacked. And it was very successful.